and there are reasons for that. Because I know that I had said that I was going to do a countdown for Christmas, and I feel so incredibly bad that that's not exactly what happened. Now, I'm currently working like 70 hours a week, if not more, plus being like a stay-at-home mom to Sebastian, and things have just been absolutely insane. But the 70 hours a week is going to be coming to an end soon, which means more videos for you guys. So while I'm still working that much, it does make it very difficult to, research for the videos and find time to film and everything. So I'm going to try to put out as many as I possibly can for you guys. But we are going to be talking about La Befana. Oh my gosh, buddy, you are so cute. Now, on January 5th, throughout Italy, children get very excited as they prepare for a visit from La Befana. They hang up stockings, just like we do if, we believe in Santa Claus, for La Befana to put small gifts in. Now, La Befana is a grandmotherly woman who resembles a witch, and she's often referred to as the Christmas witch, but she's not actually a witch. She brings gifts to good children and places them in stockings that are hung above the hearth. Then she even tidies up the place a little bit before she leaves. Now, most modern day depictions of her say that she's an elderly woman dressed in a dark shawl. And she wears a kerchief on her head. And she's either carrying or riding a broom. Now, it's said that if you try to get a glimpse of her, whether you are an adult or a child, she will actually give you a sharp whack with her broom. So she doesn't want anybody watching her perform these deeds. She's also said to have a big nose and a slight hunch. And some depictions show her wearing a jacket covered in colorful patches instead of a shawl. Now, there are different legends about who exactly La Befana is and where she comes from. Now, according to one legend, which is probably the most popular one, La Befana was tidying up her home because she was very proud of being a good housekeeper. And while she was sweeping her cottage floors, she happened to glance out the window. And she saw a bright light in the night sky. Now, she paused to look at it, but then returned back to her work. Now, soon after the star had appeared, she was visited by the three kings, or the three wise men. It seems that they had wandered far from their path toward the stable in Bethlehem. They asked Befana for directions because they had been lost. They heard that they were following the star because it had advice given to them by the royal astrologers. And they were intent on bringing gifts to the baby, so Christ. Now, they had invited Befana to join them on their journey, but Befana declined because her housework was not done and she didn't feel comfortable leaving it unfinished. She did provide the kings with shelter for the night, and after they set out the next day, she had a sudden change of heart, and she decided to go. So she gathered gifts for the baby and her broom and set on her way, but unfortunately she never caught up with the kings. Now, Italians say that Befana is forever stuck looking for the child. And on her quest, she leaves children's toys and candy. Now, it's said that her shawl is very distinctive, and it's covered with layers of soot. It's also said that the reason that she sweeps the home before leaving is a symbolic gesture for clearing out the old as the new year is dawning. Now, La Befana arrives after children have gone to bed on the eve of Festa della Epifania, which is the Feast of Epiphany, which is the celebration of when the three kings visited Christ in Bethlehem. Another theory of who La Befana is that she's actually a Christian version of an earlier Roman goddess named Sabine. Now, many children write notes to La Befana just like they do Santa Claus. And the biggest La Befana festival takes place in Albania, which is said to be her traditional home. Now, on January 5th every year, residents of Albania host an enormous celebration. And when I say enormous, guys, I mean enormous. 30,000 to 50,000 people attend this celebration, which is crazy. There's dancing and juggling and singing in the streets. It's like this huge party in her honor. Now, another legend of La Befana dates back to when King Herod ruled. Now, he had ordered the execution of every male child that was born the same year that Christ was. One lady she simply couldn't bear the loss of her son. So instead of telling herself that, her baby was killed, she told herself that her baby was lost. So she wrapped up all of her child's belongings and started searching from house to house in search of her lost baby. Finally, she came upon a child and was so convinced that this child was her son. So she laid her son's items next to the carrier where the child lay. Now, the child's father looked at this strange being who was just giving his son gifts and wondered about her past. And that is one of the stories of how La Befana came to be. Now, Epiphany is a public holiday, which means that children don't go to school, people don't go to work, like all the government, schools, like all of those things, they're shut down. So kind of the same idea as Christmas. It's filled with many different symbolic values. And even animals can actually communicate with humans. And it's all about believing. There is so much power in just believing in something. It's said that if you believe something enough, if so many people believe it enough, that you can actually will it into reality. Now, in some regions, people burn a bonfire with La Befana on top, which I think is a little strange to, honor her. And in southern Italy, they dress up in black with big bushy beards. And they parade around the streets with lanterns, knocking on people's door, asking them for food. Now, in the Le Marche region, the celebration actually has 4 days. So it goes from January 2nd to January 6th. This celebration is huge, and children can actually meet La Befana, La Casa della Befana. Now, in Venice on January 6th, men that are dressed as La Befana have boat racing down the Grand Canal. And in Tuscany, early in the morning, there are horns and drums as people parade the street. Now, the biggest bonfire takes place in Tarsento. On the evening of January 6th, a big bonfire is lit near a medieval castle, which I think would be amazing to see. Now, many people still believe in La Befana, and not just children, adults too. She is something that is very real and still very celebrated. And she's a very light Christmas spirit, a very happy Christmas spirit that brings so much joy. Now, I want to know if you guys have ever heard of La Befana, or if you guys believe in her or celebrate her. I think she is an amazing being, and I think that it's just spreading joy and kindness, which is, a huge part of the holidays. Because, it takes one little thing to change someone's entire day. You never know when somebody's so close to the edge. and just by making that one small gesture, save someone. I want to know what you guys hear about, or what you guys hear. I want to know what you guys think about La Befana, and I want to know what you guys are doing to celebrate the holidays, what your guys' traditions are, what God, Goddess, Christmas spirit you guys celebrate for Christmas time, whether it's Hanukkah, Christmas, Yule, Epiphany, like whichever. And I want to apologize for the lack of my Christmas background. We are supposed to be closing on our house soon, so everything, or mostly everything, is all packed up. But I do have a Christmas background, and it will be up before the end of, well, before Christmas time, so you guys will get to see it. Now again, I do want to apologize that I'm not doing the countdown. It's kind of just going to be, you know, as many videos as I can possibly do for you guys. I love doing these videos for you guys. They mean so much to me. And you guys mean so much to me. So, but I'm not, like, right now I'm not monetized. This, as much as I would like this to turn into a career for me, unfortunately it's not. But I am going to try to put as many videos up for you guys, I promise. So this is our very sporadic countdown to Christmas, I guess. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Happy holidays, and I will see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye. Say bye. Say bye.